Hi, I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for Houston Community Newspapers.
And I'm Mark Hayter. And by the way, today's broadcast is brought to you by Malto Meal. 30% more lumps, Brad, full of folic acid. That's good for your hemorrhoids and everything else. Calcium, iron. Ladies and gentlemen, take your lumps.
There you go. Hey, this week we went to the Forest Cafe and Bakery down in the Woodlands.
Brad, I looked that thing up and it says it's got an address in the Woodlands, in Conroe, and in Shenandoah. I wish they would make up their minds.
It's a mobile restaurant.
Find College Park High School just east of that. If you get to St. Luke's Hospital, you're too far. It's right in there in a conglomerate of stuff.
But it's right next to the hospital, so if the food's bad, you got nothing to worry about.
The food's not bad.
The food's not bad, and from what they say on the big sign out front, it was voted the #1 deli or cafe or something in Montgomery County. One of those reader bowls. I don't know. I don't think so. The first thing I noticed, though, was old people, and lots of them. At least half the people in there were old, including, half of our table.
I got nothing against that. And I saw a young lady, in fact, I was going to let this young lady go in front of us because I couldn't figure out what I wanted. And Brad said, no. He stopped her right there. And
I did.
Brad, that's one thing. I am sick and tired. I'm not making a big protest, but I would like to go to a place, especially if it's called cafe, where I can sit down, look at a menu, and tell the guy, wait a minute, I'm not ready yet. But here you're in line, and there's a sign, and you're sitting there.
That's not the way this place rolls, baby. They got a big sign, a big line, and you got to go through it and order your food and get one of those little numbers that you take to your table.
Yeah. And I would have... Omelet, 3-egg omelet would have never come out of my mouth if I'd have had time to look. I don't order omelets normally, but I was so scared because Brad had just insulted this girl over here, and now I had to hurry up and...
Well, we're paying. We're on one check, and if she goes in between, it's going to confuse the whole thing.
I think you should have waited.
But no.
By the way, I did get the 3-egg omelet. You got the...
Well, I got an omelet as well. They have sandwiches. They have omelets. They have lots of breakfast-type items. But the real star, after we talk about this, is what's for dessert.
Oh, man, dessert.
But the omelet was good. I mean, not outstanding, but not bad.
Speaking of omelet, Brad, the one thing I didn't like about the omelet, it was very ample, by the way, is my omelet, I actually like the meat cooked in with the eggs a little bit. What they did is they made an omelet, 3 eggs, and then they said, well, let's put the meat on top of it and fold it over.
They just fold it, yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, well, again, it wasn't the best omelet in the world. Wasn't the worst. Very pleasant people, though.
Oh, no kidding.
Service was good. Steady flow of people going in there, so it's got a good following of customers. But it's that dessert, that glass case filled with cakes and pies and cupcakes and turnovers and all that stuff. Oh man, that looked delicious.
It was scary. Brad had to drag my rear away from the cakes. I mean, I was just at the glass panel. This tall of cake, and it looked so good.
Oh man,
I didn't get any.
Absolutely. I think if you're looking for a quick, inexpensive lunch and you're on your way someplace, this is a good place to go.
It is. Breakfast though, it's open 8 to 3, so you're getting breakfast or lunch.
Don't plan on going there for dinner. You're going to have a wait.
The breakfasts look good. The omelet I wouldn't have got, but the eggs, ham, stuff like that I would have really got.
And dessert. If you got a sweet tooth after dessert, this is a place to go.
The cupcakes look delicious. They're $3.25 a piece for a cupcake, which is
not that bad.
But I'm sure it's a good cupcake.
Well, desserts. We've been paying up to $7-8 for desserts at a lot of places.
Don't get me started.
I'm okay with this place.
Oh, I am too. I liked it. I'm taking it. I say I like it when I take Kay there, and I would take Kay there. Good breakfast.
But would you bring her home?
Pricier than
You'd take her, but would you bring her? Would you bring her home?
I would bring that woman home.
I think there are better places for breakfast, but it's not a bad place. It's a good place. If you're in the location, if you're in that neck of the woods, stop by, have breakfast, and get some dessert.
Hire a couple of waitresses. That's all I'm asking you.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I put too much pressure on myself. But now that I know the scheme, I will go back, and I recommend it. Good food, and the desserts, unbelievable.
Well, there you go.
Hey,
another fine restaurant review under our belts. Brought to you by
Malto Meal, ladies and gentlemen. Take your lumps, and it's cream of wheat, only darker with more lumps. I like Malto.
Cream of wheat on steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. I'm Brad Meyer, restaurant critic for Houston Community Newspapers.
Mark Hayter, columnist for the Courier and the Villager, ladies and gentlemen. Until next week.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Or is it tomorrow?
I don't know. Whenever we can go out there. That's really what it's all about.
Do you have any idea what folic acid is?
I really don't.